It's been a while since I've been in China, but there's just so much going on. And all the different street food. What is that?
First day back in China, and while we may be experienced traveling this country, every city comes with new surprises.
Just arrived to Chongqing in China. I have a 4-hour layover before I head to Xi'an. I'm very exhausted. I did not sleep very well. It was a flight that went overnight, and I had a few issues as soon as I arrived here in China. For some reason, my bag was totally fine flying from New Zealand to China, checked. When I got to China, they're not okay with batteries in my bag. The entire bag is batteries. Like, there's one bag of clothes, the rest is batteries. Probably not gonna like my tripod either, so now I have to take my bag onto the plane, carry on. Good thing my bag is carry-on proof, but it was just like, took a lot longer than needed. Checked that I have my VPN still downloaded. I was really scared, like, oh my gosh. If you don't come to China with a VPN pre-downloaded, it's just gonna be really difficult to get it, so I'm using ExpressVPN. I've kind of gone between different VPNs, but I think ExpressVPN works the best here, honestly, so I switched back to that. So yeah, I will see you guys very soon in Xi'an. I'm so excited to see Jordan. Oh, I just dropped my backpacks too. Oh my god. I'm so shaky. So guys, finally in China with Jordan!
We're back together.
Yes, we're back together, and we came to this awesome noodle shop where they're actually making it right in the window. It's what, spinach noodles?
Yeah, it looks so good.
Yeah, we don't really know what we ordered because the menu, the English translation was just like, what'd you get, meat, soup, and I got like vegetable noodle.
It's not very specific, but it looks awesome.
Yeah, it does look so good. Oh my gosh.
This might take a while.
Do you remember how to use chopsticks?
Yeah. I live in Malaysia. Maybe not.
Yeah,
they're so slippery.
Do you taste the spinach?
A little bit, but it mostly just tastes like a noodle. I think it just soaks in all the flavor of the soup mostly, so yours might be really different.
I'm pretty sure that that's like potatoes. What is that, like potatoes, tomatoes, and noodles?
The soup is amazing. It's really flavorsome.
Wait, this is really good. No, like, we're coming here a lot. This is bomb. I don't even know. This is so good. It's kind of like almost Italian Chinese. I'm not joking, because I almost taste like olive oil, but there's chili and definitely potatoes. Oh, it feels so good to be back. Oh my god. Jordan, what are your thoughts?
Only in China. Let's go.
Okay.
Our first stop on our China trip was Xi'an, located in central northwest China. We're told it's a must-visit city, mostly because of its Terracotta Warriors, which have become an international symbol of Chinese history. The Terracotta Army is made up of roughly 8,000 life-size statues built to protect the tomb of China's first emperor, Qin Shi Huang. Emperor Qin wanted to live forever, so he spent much of his life and resources searching for immortality. He figured building a huge army would protect him and help retain his power even in the afterlife. So basically, he wanted exactly the same grand services and treatment he was receiving then, but in his afterlife. And back then, it was believed objects like statues could be animated in the afterlife. Construction of the tomb began in 246 BC once Qin took his throne at age 13. And I don't know about you, but it's pretty crazy to think that at age 13, Xian was already thinking and planning his afterlife. It's estimated that over 700,000 laborers worked for approximately 40 years to build the warriors and tomb. And despite there being so many statues, no two soldiers are exactly alike. There are soldiers of all ages with different ranks, facial features, clothing, and hairstyles. Some soldiers look calm, while others look angry and ready to fight. There are some that average in height of 5 feet 11 inches to as tall as 6 foot 7 inches. It's truly impressive just to see how much detail still remains on every warrior, and just the fact that every one was individually crafted differently in the first place. The army remained untouched on ground for more than 2,200 years and was later discovered by chance by local farmers digging a well in 1974 back in Xi'an. Some people even say you haven't seen China until you've seen the terracotta figures.
It's crazy how they just like missing heads and stuff.
What are your thoughts? Because you're the one who's obsessed with the stories.
He was obsessed with the afterlife, and he wanted to be emperor in life and emperor in death.
No. What are your thoughts about?
Yeah,
like,
those are my thoughts.
No, those are facts. Kind of.
Those are facts, but that's what.
Yeah, but what do you feel when you look at this?
I feel like so put on the spot.
Put on the spot. You're a blogger.
I know.
What is this?
Xi'an is frequently referred to as the birthplace of Chinese civilization. It was the capital of 13 imperial dynasties, which is the most for any city. And many ancient structures are preserved here, not just the warriors. It is also the starting point of the Silk Road and a melting pot of cultures and religions.
So Jordan and I are walking through the streets of, where did you say we are?
This is the Muslim Quarter.
Muslim Quarter, and we're definitely the only foreigners here. Haven't seen a single one.
Yeah.
And we're sticking out a lot because we're just taking lots of photos and videos, but it's a super cool, fun street. Like, I don't know, it's been a while since I've been in China, but there's just so much going on. And all the different street food. What is that? What?
I'm just being like overly dramatic since that was what you were talking about.
No, but it is like, I don't know what that is.
People are taking pictures of us right now.
While Xi'an may be famous for its warriors, it's also popular for its tasty street food. The Muslim Quarter, also known as Huimin Street, is known by the locals as the snack street. It's the ideal place for them to kill time, especially during those hot summers. Parts of these streets are very touristy, but other parts are very local. You just have to know how to find them or get lost down a narrow alleyway. I'll dive deeper into this in next week's video. Because Xi'an was the starting point of the Silk Road, there were many traders passing through and staying in Xi'an. Many of those merchants were from the Middle East, and they brought a lot of valuable business in and out of China that the city even built a mosque for them. Over time, merchants and overseas students from the Arabic countries and Persia went to Xi'an for business and studying since the Western Han Dynasty, and eventually settled down on the present-day Muslim Street.
They know we're filming them.
included a guide of our combined experience, and that will be where to go, where to stay, what to eat, and just our general tips and advice.
To make your trip more enjoyable. So we'll be putting a link in the description box. You can click on that link, and we genuinely hope that this makes your experience a memory that you'll never forget.
Also,